Welcome in, y'all. Because it might be in the jungle somewhere. Go ahead and get all nestled all snug in your seats. My name is Skipper Kelly. That is spelled H-E-L-P-M-E exclamation point. And I'm very excited to be your ho-ho host for the next 12 days of cruising. Now, our journey starts here in the Amazon rainforest. And as some of you might already know, it rains roughly 482 days a year in this part of the world. For those of you that need a calendar for Christmas, that's like every other day or so. And to either side of the boat, you'll see some of these beautiful Amazonian butterflies. But they are not the only bah humbugs around, let me tell you. Has anyone been feeling itchy today at all? No? Good for you. If it sinks in later, then you might want to be seen for the fleas Navidad. Now, along your left-hand side, you'll see Inspiration Rock. Everybody say, ooh. Ooh. Everybody say, Very nice. Everybody say, la 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 la. Yeah, that gets weirder every time. We started calling it Inspiration Rock because we noticed that sometimes as we pass by, people feel inspired to start singing their favorite Christmas carols. Well, I did say sometimes. Anyways, we're leaving the Amazon River behind and entering the Congo River. And I was hoping to pick up a couple of my fellow skips that work over here at the paint shop, but they must have skipped out early to go to a holiday party or something. If we see them later, we have to remember to wish them a Merry Fishmas, and of course, a Happy Veronica. Oh, somebody must be getting a tree for Christmas. And all wrapped up with a boa on top. That's so fancy. Sometimes people are like, oh my God. Just to make sure all days over there. But at least they're making good use of the monkey wrench. We got them for Christmas last year. And they finally got the chance to turn over. Now, we're entering the holiday spirit. This episode over here is very special to us because he's never been on the naughty list since he's never actually sprayed a boat. Isn't that very thoughtful of him? Oh, no, we're not going to lie to Santa for you. You know what you did. Oh, speaking of family members, it looks like this family is having their holiday feast today. Everybody's here. We've got some bearded reindeer. If you look to the back, those are very tall reindeer. You've got your athletic reindeer there in the middle. Back at Jesus' over. And oh, now don't get fooled by the black and white stripe. Okay, he's just pretending to be that tired. He's spending time with this week, especially during the holidays. Now, on the right-hand side here, this is our Jingle Cruise ride. And I know it's taken out many times, but it's still fun. And it's for granted. self-sustaining. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we might have just found a secret entrance to Santa's workshop. Let's go inside. Now, everybody be on your very best behavior, okay? Because he sees you when you're sleeping and he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good. For goodness sake. I decided to, instead of shower her with gifts, just gift her with a shower because she smells bad. And this on my left here is one of my best friends. So we like to play a special holiday game called Pretend to Spray the Boat. I say it's our special holiday game because the other elephants don't understand the rules. And were you about to try what I think you were about to try? Santa knows. Now, you guys may already know this, but the last two elephants that we saw here are actually male elephants. And a way you can tell is because they have the tusks that come out tight. Because all they want for Christmas is their two front teeth. And that's sweet. Now, as we make our way through, I would say that this part of the jungle is probably my favorite. Just because the variety of plant life makes it so beautiful and interesting. And each of these unique plants also has their own name. Some of which you may already know. So I'm going to try and point them out, but if you already know them, feel free to chime in and say them along with me. So starting with the green one over there, we're going to work our way to the left. We've got Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen and Comet and Cupid and Donner, and then the one with the leaves is Blitzen and Fern. And yeah, that'd be awesome. Now, of course, along your left-hand side, some of you have already noticed the world-famous Single Cruise gift shop. And I'm actually really proud of our merchandise selection this year because, see, it's all locally sourced. Ever since we discovered that people leave their strollers and all of their personal items completely unattended just outside, we've had a really unique collection of merchandise. So do make sure that we're all seated on our bottoms instead of standing there at the back. My friend who wants to do a mutiny on the boat. Feel very good. I'll tell you, we do not like you around the holiday shopping, that's for sure. Now, in passing the gift shop, I do have a little bit of a premonition that we might be headed into the most dangerous part of our journey yet. The return to civilization. But with that in mind, don't be scared, just be prepared, okay? I'm going to give you guys a little bit of advice that I got when I was, I don't know, like 18 years old, getting ready to leave home. Mom sat me down one day and she goes, "Skipper Kelly." And I said, "Yes, Skipper Mom." She said, "I want you to always remember three things. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, what problems you face in life, I want you to always remember to stay fully seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat, supervising all children." Which was kind of like bizarre advice to give an 18-year-old, but I do like to pass it on. I feel like you guys can make more use of it than I can. I clearly don't stay fully seated. Now, thinking of Skipper Mom does remind me of a conversation I had with a friend of mine from home like last week or so. He was asking why I like to be a jungle cruise skipper so much. And I told him the truth, that there's like a long list of reasons, but among them is that spending time like this in boats with people like you kind of reminds me